Greetings students. In our tier 2 unit B, we were discussing about fractions. As I have already told you, I have divided this chapter into two parts. This is the second part of those two parts. This is for class 7. The subject is mathematics. I am Sivasis Sandilya and I welcome you to today's class. So as I have already told you in the last video, the subtopics of discussion in this chapter are multiplying and reducing fraction to the lowest terms, the use of calculating how much is one quantity of the other, dividing a fraction by a fraction, and word problems. Let us start with module number 5. Here what we have to do, divide and write the answer in the simplest or the lowest terms. So look at the demo. We have to divide 3 by 7 by 2 by 21. So now when we encounter a division in fractions, we convert the division into a multiplication sign, and while doing so, what we do, we just reverse the fraction just after the division sign. That means here the fraction just after the division sign is 2 by 21. So we will reverse it. Reverse it means make it reciprocal. That means the numerator will become the denominator and the denominator will become the numerator. That means here originally 2 is the numerator. Now when we convert the division sign into multiplication sign, 2 will come down. That means 2 will become the denominator. And originally 21 was the denominator. After converting the division sign into multiplication sign, 21 will go up. That means 21 will become the numerator. So our current fraction will become, our current expression will become 3 by 7 multiplied by 21 by 2. Here we can cancel out 21 by 7, which will give us 3. And the current expression becomes 3 by 1 because we have already cancelled out 7. 3 by 1 multiplied by 3 by 2. Now when we multiply fraction with fraction, what we do? We multiply numerator with numerator. That means 3 into 3. The answer's numerator will be 9. And 1 into 2. That means the denominator of the answer will be 2. So our answer is 9 by 2. Now we can easily convert this into a mixed fraction. Divide 9 by 2 and we get 4 1 by 2. So first of all, what we need to remember is whenever we encounter division of fractions, the fraction just after the division sign will be the reciprocal and the division sign is converted into the multiplication sign. After that, by cross multiplication, we will take out only the simplest form, and then multiplying the numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator, we will get the final answer. In the same way, pause the video for 10 minutes. Try to do all the 3 problems in module number 5 by yourself. Now we are going for the answers. So these are the 3 answers of module number 5. If you have done anything wrong, please pause the video and note down the correct answers. And if you have done everything correctly, then let us move on to the next part. Dividing a fraction by a fraction, the division sign is changed into multiplication after rewriting the second fraction in its reciprocal form. Now, what is the reciprocal form? Reciprocal of any number n is 1 divided by n or 1 by n. That means reciprocal of 2 will be 1 by 2 and the reciprocal of 3 by 4 will be 4 by 3. So basically when we find the reciprocal of a given fraction, the numerator becomes the denominator becomes the numerator. If you need more time, pause the video, go through whatever is on the screen right now once again, look at the examples also once again. Now let us move on. Here in module number 6, we have to divide and write the answer in the simplest form, just like the module number 5. Look at the demo. The only difference between module number 5 and 6 is in module number 5 we had simpler problems. Here we have some bigger numbers. Nothing complicated, nothing difficult, everything is same, just the numbers are bigger here. So look at the demo. We have to divide 54 by 9 by 124 by 81. So 54 by 9 in mixed fraction becomes 49 by 9 divided by 124 by 81 becomes 105 by 81. Now when we convert that division sign into multiplication sign, the fraction 105 by 81 becomes reciprocated. That means it becomes 81 by 105. Now 9 and 81 can be cancelled out and 7 is the common factor between 49 and 105. So cancelling those out, we get 7 by 1 and multiplied by 9 by 15. Likewise, we will find out the answer. If you need more time, pause the video, go through the demo once again. Now what I want you to do is pause the video and do all the problems in module number 6 by yourself. Now let us move on to the answers. So these are the answers to module number 6. Pause the video, note down the answers if you have done anything wrong. If you have done everything correctly, good for you. Let us move on. Now here is another demo. Fred bought 5 1 by 2 kg of mangoes. If the cost of 1 kg of mangoes is rupees 52, then find the amount spent by him. So this is a word question, so the answer will also contain statements. Look at the answer to the right hand side. Cost of 1 kg of mango equal to rupees 52. Weight of mangoes equal to 5 1 by 2 kg. That means cost of 5 1 by 2 kg of mangoes equal to 5 1 by 2 multiplied by rupees 52. 5 1 by 2 when converted into mixed fraction becomes 11 by 2. Therefore 11 by 2 multiplied by 52 gives us rupees 286. So the answer will be the concluding sentence you have to write. Therefore Fred spent rupees 286. Now if you need more time, pause the video, go through the demo question once again. If you already understood everything, then let us move on to the next slide. In module number 7, there are some word questions. Question number A, Mohan's office is 2 by 5 km from his residence. So the distance from Mohan's office to Mohan's home is 2 by 5 km. How much distance does he cover in a week's time? Also, Sunday is a weekly holiday. So what we will do? There are 7 days in a week. Sunday is a holiday, so he have to go to the office for 6 days. So 6 into 5, 2 by 5. Whatever the distance comes out, that will be the answer. Now you have to write this since this is a word problem, you have to write statements and write down the answers. Try to pause the video and try to solve this yourself. Of course, I will show you the answers, don't worry. Pause the video and try it yourself. Now, question number B. A family consumes almost 10 1/2 kg of rice a month. So, 10.5 kg of rice is consumed by a family. How much rice do they need to store for 3.5 months? So, if they want to store rice for 3.5 months, how much weight or how many kgs of rice will they have to store? So, pause the video, write the statements using your own words and try to solve this yourself. So here is the answer to question number A. Distance of the office from home 5 2/5 km. Distance covered in 6 days is 27/5. That means 5 2/5 when converted into mixed fraction becomes 27/5. 27/5 multiplied by 6 will be the distance covered in 6 days. That will be 162 divided by 5, which is 32 2/5 km. Now that is the distance covered going only one side, that means from home to the office. But Mohan has to come back from the office to home also. So look at the third statement. Distance covered both ways is 32 2/5 multiplied by 2, which gives us 64 4/5. So Mohan covers 64 4/5 km in a week. If you need more time, pause the video, note down the answer. If you have done everything correctly, very good. Let us move on to the next answer. So answer number B, rice consumed in a month is 10 1/2 kg. So 2 into 10, 20 plus 1, 21. So 10 1/2 kg when converted into improper fraction, it will become 21/2 kgs. So rice consumed in 3 1/2 months. Now 3 1/2 converted into mixed fraction, improper fraction will become 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7/2 months. So rice consumed in 3 1/2 months will become 21/2 into 7/2. 2 into 2 4, 21 into 7 147. So when converted into mixed fraction, it becomes 36 3/4 kg. So they need to store 36 3/4 kg of rice for 3.5 months. Question number C. 2.5 meter of cloth is required to stitch a t-shirt and 3/4 meter of cloth to stitch a pair of Bermudas. A shopkeeper orders 6 t-shirts and 8 pair of Bermudas. How much cloth will be required altogether? So here the amount of cloth required to stitch a t-shirt and amount of cloth required to stitch a Bermuda is given. Now you have to find out how much cloth is required to make 6 t-shirt and 8 Bermudas. Pause the video, try to solve this yourself. So this is the answer. Cloth for 1 t-shirt equal to 2 1/2 equal to 5/2 meter. Cloth for 6 t-shirt will be 6 into that much. So 6 into 5/2, 2 will cancel out 6 and it will become 3. 3 into 5 is 15 meters. So cloth required for 6 t-shirts is 15 meters. Now cloth required for 1 pair of Bermudas is 3/4 meter. For 8 pair of Bermudas, it will be 8 into 3/4. 4 cancels out 8 and becomes 2. So 2 into 3 becomes 6 meters. So cloth required for 8 pairs of Bermuda is 6 meters. So the total length required for 6 t-shirt and 8 pair of Bermudas equal to 15 plus 6 equal to 21 meters. Thus the tailor should purchase 21 meter of float. If you need more time, pause the video, note down the correct answer, and if you have done the answer correctly, then very good. If you still have any doubt in any part, any question of this chapter, please contact me. I will help you out. Now, look at this demo. Mother bought 24 pastries for Ritu's birthday party. 3/4 of the pastries were distributed to the guests and rest were shared by the family members. If everybody got 2 pastries, find out number A, how many guests were there, number B, how many family members were there. So pastries distributed to the guests is equal to 3/4 of 24. Total pastries were 24 and 3/4 were distributed to the guests. So 3/4 into 24 gives you 18. Now since each person got 2 pastries, so number of guests will be 18 divided by 2 equal to 9 guests. Now pastries shared by family members will be 24 minus 18 because 18 were eaten by the guests, so the remaining will be eaten by the family members. So 24 minus 18 equal to 6. So 6 pastries were eaten by the family members. Now since each family member also ate 2 pastries each, so number of family members is 6 divided by 2 equal to 3. If you need more time, pause the video, go through the demo once again, try to understand it properly. If you have understood already, let us move on. Module number 8. Question number A. 3/4 of a class took music lesson. The total number of students was 36. How many were in the music class? Very simple, right? Question number B. Selling price of a jeans is reduced by 1/4 of the original selling price. If the original selling price is 500, what is the reduction? So pause the video, try to solve this yourself. I am reading the question C in case the screen is not clear on your part. In a class of 60 students, 1/5 of the total number of students took mathematics. 2/5 of total number opted for accountancy and the rest opted for Hindi. So question number 1, how many students will be in maths section? Out of those 60 students, how many will be in maths section? Number 2, how many opted for accountancy? And number 3, what fraction of students opted for Hindi? See, in answer number 1 and 2, there will be number of students will be the answer, and number 3, the fraction of students will be the answer. Please pause the video, try to solve this yourself. So these are the answers. Answer number A, total number of students were 36. 3/4 of the class will be 3/4 into 36, which will give you 27 students. So 27 students went for the music class. Number B, selling price of jeans was 500. Reduction is 1/4 of the selling price. That means 1/4 into rupees 500 will give you rupees 125. So total reduction is rupees 125. If you need more time, pause the video, note down the correct answer if you have done anything wrong, and if you have done everything correctly, then very good. Let us move on. Answer number C, total student in the class were 60. So student in the maths class is 1/5 of 60. That means 1/5 into 60. If this comes in exam, don't write it like this, okay? You have to show the calculation also. 1/5 into 60, cancel out 5 and 60 and write down 12 on top and write equal sign, then write 12 students. Answer number 2, students opted for accountancy equal to 2/5 of say 60. That means 2/5 into 60, which gives you 24. So students liked Hindi where 60 minus 12 minus 24, because 12 opted for maths, 12 opted for accountancy, so the remaining will be 60 minus 12 minus 24 will give you 24. So the fraction of students who wanted Hindi is 24 out of 60. That means 24 by 60, or after simplification the answer will be 2 by 5. I hope everyone got every answer correctly. But if you have done anything wrong, don't worry, pause the video, note down the correct answers. So this brings us to the end of this chapter and this class. I hope everyone understood and enjoyed this class and this unit. So in our next class, we are going to start Unit C. Also, I request you please solve all the problems of Unit A and B and clear doubts in the next class itself. Out of the 5 units in your syllabus for Tier 2, we have already completed Unit A and Unit B by today. So, please solve all the problems, and if you have any doubts, clear it in your next class itself. Don't wait till the exam comes near, and don't wait till then to ask the doubts. So clear your doubts as soon as possible. This is me, Sivashish Sandilya, signing out. Thank you everyone.